Hi everyone! Page Executive is launching its Walk the Talk series. For our first episode, we have Anmol Jaggi, founder of Blue Smart Mobility, in conversation with Nikunj Maheshwari, Principal Page Executive. Stay tuned.
It gives me immense pleasure to kick the Walk the Talk series with you, right? Your journey has been so inspirational, and I'm glad that Page Group has been able to play its part as a Blue Smart user, as a talent partner, and as a true admirer.
Well, thank you first for being our customer also.
Well, it's a pleasure. But on that note, Anmol, why don't you tell us about your founder's journey? When was that seed that got planted in your mind and you knew that this is exactly what you wanted to do?
Sure. So I think it was 2005. I was doing my internship at Reliance Industries.
Yeah.
Reliance Industries is called like the mecca of entrepreneurship in India.
Of course.
And therein I picked up a few concepts, and I thought that these concepts about making the earth more sustainable, making the earth more green are very valuable.
Yeah.
And hence I thought that, once I graduate, I should get into a business or found a business which is built on the principles of making the earth better.
Okay.
And that's what just motivated. Needless to say, behind every entrepreneur's dream is to make a ton of money. So of course that came in. But the larger mission was, why don't we make the earth a better place to live?
Yep. Oh, fantastic. Anmol, thank you for answering that question. And now that we know about your founder's journey, I'm pretty sure it's not an easy task to reach where you've reached. Why don't you tell us a little about the challenges that you would have faced in this journey of yours?
So first of all, God's been very kind on us, and we have not had to face unsurmountable challenges or huge challenges. There have been small hindrances over the path, hindrances around getting the right talent for your team, hindrances around getting enough money, finances, investment for the business plan. But we've always believed in first principles. First principles are keep the customers happy, keep the team happy, keep your balance sheet happy. And once we've been able to do the three stakeholder management, team, business, customers, I think no challenge is unsurmountable.
What keeps you hale and hearty? And also tell me what keeps you up in the night?
So I think I read a research a few days back which said that if you do things, or for example, if you are with your loved one, time shrinks. If you're doing something that you like, time shrinks. So it's just been like that. We of course work a lot. We work deeply. We work decently hard. But because we love what we do, I think it just doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
So you could wake up at 4:35, work till 10 p.m., 14-15 hours of grueling work. But because we enjoy this work, we enjoy building Blue Smart, we enjoy building Gensol, we enjoy building new businesses. That's what just keeps us very happy, that it's the joy of building. And I think that's a joy. It's like how you become a parent. So it's like a similar joy which is there, and I think that keeps us hale and hearty. What keeps us at night, awake at night, is basically, I would say, it's not about a competition, it's not about finance. What keeps us awake at night is who is disrupting us. If we have reached this stage by disrupting somebody else, I'm sure there is somebody who's also awaking
Fair
some
enough.
part of the world trying to disrupt us. And to keep thinking about that and to keep, I would say, self-disrupting ourselves is something which keeps us awake at night.
Well, Anmol, Page Group has recently released the report which says loyalty has lost its luster, right?
First of all, I don't agree.
Well, and that's exactly what my question is, because that doesn't, seem to be true for Blue Smart. What is that one thing which is causing that stickiness factor for people who work for you, who work for this ecosystem?
I think it's not just one thing.
Yeah.
There are numerous factors which contribute towards what I would say stickiness. Number one being the mission for what you're working. So the mission with which we are working, which is decarbonizing mobility, keeping our customers first. Any of our team members wearing the t-shirt at an airport, anywhere, you can go anywhere and you'll be recognized, you'll be applauded for the work that you're doing. I think that instills a lot of pride in our team. The other thing is that we have been doing basic hygiene stuff very well. Keep your comm structures great. Don't keep your organizations bureaucratic. Let the voice of the bottom rise to the top. I think all these are pretty standard stuff that everybody does. Apart from all of that, what we have tried to do is that we just don't think about the team member who is sitting inside our office. We are also thinking about their families. So a lot of initiatives go in. I'm a firm believer that if you don't have a happy family,
Right.
you cannot focus at work. So we try to see that everybody who is working at Blue also has a happy family,
Right.
and we do run numerous initiatives towards that.
Right. Anmol, diversity, equity, inclusion is one of the most important things that a lot of organizations are driving these days. What I want to understand specifically is about your plans on hiring more women, especially as driving partners.
So Nikunj, DEI for us is not just about women, is more broad-based. People with disabilities, that's a very important component of DEI. And we've done numerous features, upgrades at our office so that people with disabilities can function properly. Coming specifically to women, I think our whole thought process has been that at BlueSmart, 51% of our consumers are women.
Okay.
So that's a very large proportion of women that use our services. And we want to replicate that at office, and we want to replicate that at fleet.
Okay.
Coming to office, in office today, we have about 37% of our team, which is women. And we track this number very closely. In fact, you've been to our office many times. You would have seen a lot of young ladies who are putting their heart and soul in building the business.
Yeah.
Coming to the more complex and more tougher problem of getting women as driver partners. Therein, what I would say is that we have tried to take a lot of initiatives, including we have till date maybe trained more than 400 women, got them their driving licenses, got them to learn how to drive electric cars. Unfortunately, there's a huge amount of dropout rate which happens. For every 7 women driver partners that we train, we only end up getting 1 on the fleet. So there is a huge dropout, and we are trying, the dropout is because of societal reasons, etc., etc. We're trying to change that mindset, but we are extremely happy to say that today we have about 60 women driver partners who are driving with us. We are extremely proud of that. In fact, they have a huge social media presence.
Okay.
A lot of people, a lot of our customers feel extremely delighted to be driven by a women driver partner, including today morning I got driven myself. So we are trying hard.
Yeah.
I think at the corporate level, 37% is not a bad number. Can we make it better? Of course. And we are trying to make it better. But at the fleet level, a huge amount of work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Whether it means that we will have to train another 7,000 women and end up with 1,000 or improve the conversion rates, we will go all in.
Anmol, EV is a hot space right now, but it's also a growing space with an obvious scarcity of talent. How do you go about finding the right talent? And once they're in, how do you upskill them?
So at BlueSmart, talent is of multiple nature. For example, finance has nothing to do with EV or not. HR will have little to do with EV or not. But there are domain-specific roles which require extremely deep expertise on electric mobility. One, we have tried to groom our team. That is by getting sectoral experts. At BlueSmart, we have tried to see that every human being inside the business gets trained for 3 hours every month.
Okay.
So that's a KRA for the HR team. That's a KRA for the CXOs. 3 hours every month of sectoral training needs to be provided, and that needs to be provided across functions. So that's how, and because there are no set rules in this business as we speak, we are mostly trying to do what we call as get in experts.
Right.
Do case studies. There are numerous. It's not electric mobility is gaining traction across the globe.
Right.
So there are numerous case studies that our team discusses, and with that we are able to train our team and also ensure that they are always at the edge of technology. They are always at the edge of thinking. So that's our kind of rule, which is around 3 hours of training every month for every team member.
One thing that you'd like to share with people who would like to join you in your journey at BlueSmart?
I think we've always evaluated talent on 2 axes. One is your will, what we say is your energy of working, and the other is can, which is the ability to work. And I'm extremely happy if incoming talent lies in the quadrant of high will, high can. But I'm also very happy with talent which comes in the high will, low can category. Abilities can be upgraded. Willingness to work or energy to work cannot be replicated. So if there is an incoming talent which is extremely high on energy, even if they have lower abilities, we can train, we can coach, we can get them to speed. But what we cannot do is instill energy inside you. So I would really wish that the team members who join us are high on energy.
Thank you so much for answering all those questions so patiently. It's time for the rapid fire round. I'll give you a word.
I'm feeling nervous.
You shouldn't be. But I'll give you a word and you should say the first thing that comes to your mind. Right? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Great. Blue Smart.
Lifeline.
Your people.
Again, my lifeline.
Culture.
Culture eats strategy.
Inspiration.
Dad.
Talent.
Page group.
Well, thank you so much. And it was a pleasure talking to you.